What's good, everybody? This is the MLB The Show North-South, the franchise mode series featuring the Cubs and the White Sox. Last time I tried to take y'all through spring training game by game. I'm not going to do that this year. I learned from my mistakes, and I'm just actually playing through spring training on player lock on a different guy every single game, and I'm not showing you the full out highlights. I'm just going to give the overview of what took place in spring training. I should be able to do this whole thing in nothing but 3 episodes, and I'm talking about Cubs and Sox all together. So 3 total spring training episodes for this entire series. So let's get into it. The first game, early in spring training, Chris Sale is struggling a little bit. He is giving up long balls and just not, I don't know if he can't find a quality release point. You see how high that pitch was. That was up around the shoulders. You can't live up there. Even if you got Chris Sale stuff, you cannot live up there. He did somewhat get himself together early on in that start and ultimately struck out 4. Also, the Cubs got some really good performances from Carl Crawford early on in spring training. So he did his thing and he carried the weight, and the Cubs bats look good early in spring. Now, you take a look over on the south side, which we're not actually on the north-south side yet because we're still in spring training. The White Sox, now, when Junior drafted this team, we had some serious concerns about the pitching. We know offensively this team has a serious lineup. Jose Abreu, Reggie Jackson, Alex Rodriguez, Mike Trout. The hitters are there, but will the starting pitching be there? But at the top of that rotation, Noah Syndergaard, Thor, is right there at the top of that rotation, ready. Look at that lineup. That lineup should be able to generate some runs every game. But Noah Syndergaard is like, you know what? You're not going to have to worry about a lot of runs with me. In his first spring outing, he struck out 6 guys in 3 innings. And he didn't give up any hits at all. He was throwing the ball through the wall. He's already in mid-season form. I wish the season started right now. Noah Syndergaard is ready to take the ball, and he's ready to lead this staff. But the question is going to be, throughout the season, who else is going to step up in the White Sox rotation? I don't know. Who could step up is my man. Who thought the White Sox were going to get a lot of hitting from the catcher position? Salvador Perez going deep early on in spring training. He's not even one of the guys you're looking at as a potential bopper. If you can get power from Salvador Perez, you got a whole different thing going on. That's helping the bottom portion of the lineup. You already know the White Sox middle portion of the lineup should hit. But if Perez hits like this, oh boy, they're gonna be even. Could the White Sox be the highest scoring team in the major leagues? That's gonna be my goal. And I already talked about this guy, Jose Abreu. When you look at him, you think pure slugger, right? But this dude is a professional hitter. Going right back up the middle. He's going to take what you give him. Never really realized how far off the plate he stands. He stands like in the dugout. But he has great plate coverage. On the other side of town, one of the biggest stories all season is going to be Corey Seager, the 21-year-old rookie, shortstop primarily by trade, but because the Cubs, we don't need him to play shortstop. We have a really solid shortstop, Jose Reyes. I went ahead and moved Corey Seager over to third because, is when you look at his bat, he's probably going to end up playing third anyway. You see him fielding his position well already there, and you see him doing what we already knew what he could do with the bat, going down the left field line for the base hit. He's doing well. He's hitting close. He was hitting close to 400 in the first 8 to 9 games in spring training. Back on the south side, Alex Rodriguez, here he is, taking his swings against Nolan Ryan first. Get that out of here. This one got out. This one got out of the park in a hurry. A-Rod's not done. He's not done. See, we looked. That was one thing about Junior's team too. He didn't go for youth as much, and we already know A-Rod's up there in age. So we're gonna have to retool the lineup, the White Sox lineup, a little sooner rather than later than the Cubs. But for right now, I'm telling you, the power is there. I mean, we haven't even. I mean, Reggie Jackson has started off okay in the spring, but he hasn't really hit his stride. If he starts hitting too, it's going to be scary. Now, as far as the Cubs, it's not a ton of boppers. This is a team that's built a lot on speed and defense and pitching. But one of the pure hitters for sure is Andre Dawson. The Hawk is doing his thing. And we already know, too, he's one of the greatest defensive right fielders out there. The arm is amazing. He's doing his thing for sure. Now, the Cubs and the White Sox did play each other in the 9th spring training. See, we're already to the 9th spring training game. Just that quick. I mean, what are we at? 6 minutes? And we're already to the 9th spring training game. It didn't go too well for the Cubs, as you can tell. Mark Burley on the mound facing his old team. Rajay Davis leading off the game, going deep. Robin Ventura with the seedy looking eyes going back and forth scares me. I don't know why his eyes are darting like that. That somebody you can't trust. That ain't even Robin Ventura. Why didn't they get a better looking Robin Ventura this year? I mean, last year they had that same dude. Looked like his name was Dale Carlton or something, but they brought him back. Dale Carlton is the manager, but maybe not. Like I said, Mark Burley's not having a good day. Oh boy, Mike Trizzy, Trout going deep. Boy, I can't wait to have a ball with Mike Trout, just smashing the ball over. Mark Burley is you're gonna have to pitch better than this though, sir. You gotta keep the ball down or something. I don't know what you're gonna do. Seedy-eyed Robin going back and forth like that. But this is second home run of the spring right there off Burley. I mean, this is right in front of Reggie Jackson, man. You want to talk about a right-left, righty-lefty type of situation right there in the middle, the core portion of the batting order. That is what you need. Real-life White Sox fans would love to see Mike Trout trotting down the first base line after a home run. But Andre Dawson in this game, he's doing his thing. He's doing his best, ripping this ball down the left field line. That is going to put the Cubs in a first and third situation. But I'm going to tell you now, the White Sox whooped a knot on the Cubs' heads in this game. Now, it's spring training. We don't know what's really going to happen. But Junior's team beat my drafted team in this one. And it's really, you can blame Burley. Don't blame anybody else. Blame Burley. And here's another reason why. Javier Baez going deep into the grassy knoll, over the little villa. If somebody hits your stuff over the villa, then that's usually bad. I venture to say that's always bad. Javier Baez against his real life team, the Chicago Cubs. You know what? Every time I do a franchise mode, feels like Javier Baez ends up with the White Sox. Is that like gonna happen for real? I don't know. I know one thing: Bartolo Colon will never throw that pitch again to Mike Trout. Woohoo! Mike Trout, 3 spring home runs in just 9 games. He's gonna hope he plays the Cubs every week. Bartolo Colon is about 397 pounds on this game. I mean, he is giving the buttons on his uniform hell right now. I mean, they are in trouble, screaming for some sort of help. And Trout don't hit cheap ones, do he? No cheap ones. Every one of them is gonna go a long way. Look at this, crank! He got every bit of that. Rajay Davis just walked home. He just said, "Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it." That one's gone. Look, he knew it was going. Yeah. You knew it. Ooh, look at his stomach. Yeah, he is in his first trimester for sure. Second trimester. I don't know. It is very chunky there in the middle. Whatever. Emilio Bonifacio fielding decently, moving to his right. Cubs got to do something. They got to do something. I mean, this is just bad. Cubs have got to do something in the spring to just something. Make this better. Bonifacio's hitting well, though. This is a game against the Dodgers. He rips this one in the center, right center field. He's on, and watch. You're about to see right now what the Cubs are trying to do this season. This is what I'm trying to do with this team. I'm trying to. We're not gonna wait. Obviously, the 2 and 3 run home run is a great thing. But what I was trying to do when I drafted this team was build a team that could score in a variety of ways. And Emilio Bonifacio was about to show you what I mean. Look at this. Now he's ready to steal. He takes off. The ball is hit anyway. He slides in the second. Shouldn't have done that. Just should have kept going. But he's fast enough to get up quickly. Made that play at third a little bit closer than it had to be. But goes from first to third primarily because he was running. Right? Now he's on third base. Ground ball base hit to center field. Single to right field, scores him. He made that happen with speed. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. We are in spring training, but not for long. Peace.